explain the reasons that have kept this organization together. I think it's an adherence to a common ideology, which I was doing research for. I asked people, what is the word that characterizes what the RSS is all about in its core ideology? And there was one word that was the predominant word, and many of you could guess what it is. Patriotism is what, is the word that explains its core ideology.
All these things in the present day, if they have become the point of discussion, the challenges are there, is India's vision, India's philosophical worldview, shows the way, shows the path, and here is a remedy. That's why when G20 was hosted by India a couple of years ago, the government of India decided to have the motto of that conference as one world, one future, one world, one family, one future. That is the message of India. And when India says that world is one family, whether it is a shallow exhortation or there is any practice of that, wherever Indians are born, they have contributed to that land, they have contributed in nation building in that country. They have mingled with the host society, and Indians, because of their cultural and civilizational values, they have lived in peace and contributed to the welfare of that nation.
And the faster India achieves this level of growth, the shorter the period of potential conflict is, the less chance there is of war. And speaking as an American, the less chance there is that my country's future would be defined by some kind of rivalry with China and overshadowed by the possibility of a terrible war. So when you call me a friend of India, that makes me proud, but it's also accurate because I believe that India's growth, India's fulfillment of its destiny isn't just good for Indians, it is critically important for all of humanity, including that part of humanity that
I would like to thank all of you. Especially I would like to thank Mananiya Dattatreya Hosabale, Dr. Walter Andersen and Dr. Walter Russell Mead for this insightful conversation that we just had today about the new India.
Truly a privilege to attend Dattaji's session here, educating us more about the RSS in India. The panel was phenomenal. We learned so much. There's so many misgivings out there about RSS, and Dattaji so beautifully explained how the whole concept of RSS is around a national unit that can advance the interests of Bharat. And it is not about any single religious entity. It involves all entities, anybody who is willing to make India their home and work towards the progress of India. So for me, this was a privilege, and also how the luminaries here who are professors in various universities in the US, how they have learned so much about the RSS. I feel a little embarrassed that I'm only learning about it now at this stage of my life, but hey, better late than never. Thank you very much.
नमस्कार, मैं आलोक श्रीवास्तव बोल रहा हूँ यहाँ हिल्टन होटल मैकलेन नॉर्दर्न वर्जीनिया में। यहाँ पे आज एक इंडिया के ऊपर एक सिंपोजियम हुआ, टॉक हुआ, जिसमें मेन गेस्ट आरएसएस के जनरल सेक्रेटरी श्री दत्ता जी यहाँ पर थे। उनके साथ और मिस्टर एंडरसन भी थे। उन्होंने बात की हिंदुज़म के ऊपर और वाई इंडिया इज़ सो इम्पॉर्टेंट इसमें वर्ल्ड कम्युनिटी के अंदर। और दत्ता जी इज़ वाइडली एक्सपेक्टेड that once the Mohan Bhagwat ji will retire, traditionally the General Secretary take over. So we have he's the future leader of RSS. And so people ask, different question to the panelist and उन्होंने बड़ा clearly जवाब दिया। सबसे important बात उन्होंने हिंदुज़म पर कही कि हम लोग वसुधैव कुटुंबकम की बात करते हैं, होल वर्ल्ड इज वन फैमिली। G20 समिट हुआ तो उसमें भी वन वर्ल्ड वन विजन वन फैमिली की बात हुई। तो यही हिंदुज़म की हाईलाइट है कि हम लोग सारे विश्व का हर एक का कल्याण के बारे में सोचते हैं। हिंदू मंदिरों में जब पूजा होती है प्रीस्ट वसुधैव कुटुंबकम बोलता है, इसका मतलब है ये नहीं कि सिर्फ जो हिंदू धर्म को मानने वाले उनका कल्याण हो, बल्कि सबका कल्याण हो। और उन्होंने जो मार्गदर्शन दिया यहाँ की जनरेशन को बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट था, क्योंकि बहुत से बच्चे यहाँ पैदा हुए हैं और हमारे लिए थोड़ा कन्फ्यूज़न हो जाता है जो है हम दो कंट्रीज़ यूएस और इंडिया के हैं। तो उन्होंने बताया कि आपकी लॉयल्टी किसके साथ होनी चाहिए, जिस देश में आप रहते हैं आपका प्राथमिक कर्तव्य उनके साथ है। ये हमारी दूरदर्शिता बताती है हिंदुज़म की। और यहाँ बहुत सारे लोग थे इंटरफेथ के, डिफरेंट इंटरफेथ के, सिख कम्युनिटी के लीडर थे, निरंकारी मिशन के लोग थे और भी बहुत से थे। तो बड़ा अच्छा माहौल था। और जो डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन हुए उन्हें जो कुछ गलत फहमियाँ आरएसएस के बारे में थी उन्होंने दूर किया और हमें बड़ी खुशी हुई आज के इवेंट से। धन्यवाद।
Today, April 23rd, Thursday, we are here gathered in Hilton Hotel, Tyson's Corner, McLean. There is a small gathering and a secured gathering with Shri Dattaji, General Secretary, RSS, India, along with other speakers. He emphasized on Indian diaspora, how they should behave and how they are responsible for Indian culture around the world. Indian culture is always like Vasudev Kutumbakam, accommodating everyone and generous. Indian culture is something which is for the world and for everyone. He spoke about the diversity and ethnicity and how to maintain it around the world and how Indians are responsible to maintain the culture and improve the culture around the world. Thank you.
Namaskar. My name is Ankur Mishra. I'm a native of the DMV area. I'm attending this wonderful event today with RSS Secretary Datta and top policymakers in Washington, D.C., who gave a panel discussion. Very interesting topics here on RSS. Dattaji spoke about unity and how the one world, one family, one future. And that's important as we think about our identity as Indian Americans. Who are we? An American. Are we American or are we one global people? And the other gentleman on stage, the doctor, said that there was a question posed by the audience of what do you think about Indian Americans assimilating or becoming their own person? And he said America and Americans are about authenticity, being authentic, being true to oneself and being who you are. So if you have that inside of you, that resonated deeply with me, that if you have that truth, that authenticity inside of you, it doesn't matter what religion you are, what color you are, but being real is what being American is all about. And that's what I really took away today. And I think that's what we are as a people, as a human. This is about humanity. And thank you very much.
My name is Dr. Vijay Sazawal. I am the founding member of the Indo-American Kashmir Forum and the international coordinator for the forum. And it was an honor and a privilege for me to be here to listen to, as we heard the General Secretary of Dattaji, as we heard the General Secretary of RSS, which is celebrating its centenary this year. And I presume in that regard he was here. His message was very clear. The message was that we are we are an organization that believes in inclusivity, that believes in plurality, that believes in integration of national interests, and that believes in accommodating all interests as long as the spirit of India is alive in the people that constitute its people. So I was very much impressed by him. Dattaji, I already knew in the past. He's the Joint General Secretary, and Mukundaji, and so I had a chance to renew my friendship with him as well as with the Secretary, National Secretary General of the RSS, which is what I call the largest NGO in the world. And I think he was an inspiring person, very clear, very crisp, speaks beautiful English, and very comprehensive in his and lucid in his words. But again, the message was clear. We stand for unity, we stand for justice, we stand for the goodwill, and we stand for the peoples of India to accomplish and flourish as the citizens of the country, so long as they have the best interest of the country in hand. So as an American, I can say this: I'm proud of being from India, and people like Dattaji are really the ambassadors who make me feel good. Thank you very much.
My name is Rajendra Singh, and I work with the World Bank. And my wife, Dr. Anita Mohan, both of us studied in IIT Delhi, and I did my undergraduate from IIT Roorkee. And we are living in this country for last about 20 years. And today I attended the event in Hudson Institute, which was a New India conference, and learned so many things there. They discussed about how to build US-India relationship, what could be the future development trajectory of India. So, wonderful event, and now finally this concluded with a reception dinner organized by FIDS and Hudson Institute and various other organizations. Thank you so much.